Namaste. Tubal factor means the defect in the fallopian tube. Normally, 30%, that is 3 out of 10 women, have this problem. There are two types of tubal defects. First, in which the tubes are completely closed, called occlusive tubal disease. Second is the tubes are open but not functioning, which is called non-occlusive tubal disease. Now, in a normal pregnancy, the fertilization of the female egg and the sperm occurs in the tube and the fetus is developed. The fetus is round in shape like a ball, but it does not have any transport system of its own. The fetus has to reach the uterus, but it cannot do so on its own, so it's the responsibility of the fallopian tube. The internal organs of the tube gradually help the fetus reach to the uterus. And after 5 days, that is 20th or 21st day of the menstrual cycle, the implantation occurs. It is the duty of the tube to bring the fetus to the uterus. It is not sufficient that the fallopian tube is open, but it should be active. Now we shall see how the fallopian tube is checked or examined. The test of the fallopian tube can be conducted in two important ways, either by X-ray or by laparoscopic operation. In X-ray, a type of dye is injected into abdomen which goes to the fallopian tubes through the uterus and comes in the abdomen. During this, 2 or 3 X-ray sheets or photos are taken. This gives an idea whether the fallopian tubes are open or closed. The X-ray test is conducted approximately on 4th or 9th day of the period. This test is very common, simple, and relatively inexpensive. The second is laparoscopy, which is done by administering anesthesia. In laparoscopy, the camera is inserted into the abdomen through the navel and the condition of the fallopian tube is examined to see if there is any growth. Now, if we compare X-ray and laparoscopy, then the film of the X-ray is black and white, while that of laparoscopy is a colored film. In this, it is ascertained whether there is any growth in the tube and whether it has TB-like tubercles. Sometimes, some organs outside fallopian tube, like fallopian gland and intestine, get conjoined. Endometriosis can be seen through laparoscopy, but it cannot be seen in X-ray. In this way, the examination is done through X-ray or laparoscopy. In many people, the possibility of the tubal defect is rare, so only X-ray test is sufficient. And where the possibility of the tubal defect is more, there laparoscopic procedure or operation is advised. Now we have observed that there are 3 categories of fallopian tubes. When the tube is normal, there is a possibility of creating a fetus and the pregnancy occurs. When the tube is totally defective and there is no possibility of opening it through laparoscopy, then the alternative of test tube baby is considered. Some women are in between these two situations, where the tubes are not completely healthy nor are completely defective. In such cases, the tube is partially defective, but we do not know whether the tube is functioning. At such times, the functionality of the tube is examined. This test is done through IUI. In IUI, the patient is given medication for the creation of female eggs. After a follicle study, we get to know when those eggs will rupture or we give an injection for it. At the same time, the husband's sperms are taken and are released in the uterus. So now, the sperms are at one end of the fallopian tube and the eggs are at the other end of the tube. Now this is a sort of a challenge for the tube to function. In the sense, we have given you sperms at one end and egg at the other end, now function. The IUI is normally done 4 to 6 times. The patients whose fallopian tubes are active, they will get pregnant. If the patient does not conceive even after IUI 4 to 6 times, it means the fallopian tube is not working, and then the test tube baby procedure is done. In test tube baby procedure, the patient is given injections and medicines for the creation of female eggs. On 10th or 12th day, we observe via sonography how many eggs have been created and what are their sizes. After that, these eggs are taken out by administering anesthesia. At the same time, the sperms of the husband are taken, and the sperm and egg are fertilized in the laboratory where an exact replica of the human environment is provided. It consists of the right levels of oxygen, carbon dioxide, temperature, etc. After that, the embryo that is formed in the laboratory is released at the opening of the uterus. This is called as embryo transfer. In short, the fallopian tube is bypassed. The eggs are taken out and are fertilized with the sperm outside the body, and the embryo created is transferred into the uterus. So the fallopian tubes have no work or are bypassed. Now, many patients ask from where this term test tube baby has come. 30 to 35 years ago, when this concept of test tube baby was developed, they used to take the women's egg and men's sperm and make the fertilization happen in a laboratory test tube. So it's called as test tube baby. Even now it is called test tube baby, but now we make use of a dish instead of test tubes.
अपॉइंटमेंटसाठी कॉल करा 99 22 432 972 किंवा भेट द्या www.ivfcare.in. आजच संपर्क साधा.